All right. Paramount has Warner Bros. I know it's not super duper ironclad official, but seems like that's what it's going to be. So, we are back. We are back to covering the hopeful final reemergence, the restoration, if you will, of the Snyderverse. Now, it says here, Zack Snyder is gung-ho on The Dark Knight Returns and Justice League finale. Today is Zack Snyder's birthday, and the timing couldn't be more interesting. With Paramount now winning the Warner Bros. Discovery bid, our insiders now say that Snyder is preparing for something even bigger. Snyder was born on March 1st, 1966. He's 10 years older than me. Gotcha. Which makes this a milestone birthday. And it lands right in the middle of his recent March-themed teases. Zach, you're like a big brother to me. Insiders say that Snyder has both The Dark Knight Returns and Justice League mapped out, per our insiders. Zack is gung-ho about The Dark Knight Returns and the Justice League finale. He's had it mapped out and well prepared. The two heads of the Saudi investment companies are massive comic book fans of his, and they want to go big with the properties. Please let all this be true. The key detail here is both angles. The way it's being described to us is that Snyder isn't choosing between finishing Justice League story or doing the Frank Miller style Dark Knight Returns movie. He's looking at a path that includes both. And that is, as President Trump says, huge. We previously reported that the Saudi-backed interests were positioned as a major factor in the Snyderverse comeback, with our sources pointing to Snyder's existing relationships and possibility of Christopher Nolan being involved as an executive producer if the right ownership and financing aligned. We also reported an insider update that the Saudis wanted the Snyderverse restored, with Henry Cavill as Superman and Ben Affleck's Batman was described as possibly returning, depending on how the pieces came together. Let me tell you something. Enough money and ass kissing and him getting what he wants, he'll probably come back. We reported that the Saudi goal wasn't small. The idea is described to us as they wanted it to rival with Marvel at an event level DC approach, which is why Snyder's social media activity ramped up while the sale process accelerated, which would make sense. Trying to sell the idea, get the fans ramped up, riled up, salivating, get people thinking about the possibilities of what will be if they get this done. Now that Paramount has effectively won the bidding battle of WBD, the power shift became real. That matters because the new leadership priorities will drive what DC becomes next. Insiders continue to tell us that Snyder's brand of large-scale mythic event storytelling is perfect. Perfect fit for Paramount's go big ownership mindset. And we've already been told that Paramount plans to go big, including huge G.I. Joe movies backed up by deadline. Over the past few days, Snyder and his circle have kept the spotlight on his DCEU era. Snyder's posts have lended into the March leaned into March as a defining month for him, and his sharing of Henry Cavill's Superman reignited rebirth talk amongst fans right as the WBD sales news heated up. At the same time, Josh Horowitz has been using the Batman v Superman 10-year anniversary to put Zack back in front of a large mainstream audience with a long-form conversation that included Zack Snyder saying he'd never say there's no way, but more Justice League is in some form. Okay, what to watch for next? Nothing has been officially announced, but if our insiders are right, and they often are, the plan isn't a single one-off. The pitch is bigger, featuring a Dark Knight Return-style project and Justice League sequels, backed by deep-pocketed comic book fans who want to swing for the fences. To take on Disney and Marvel. With Paramount now in control of WBD and Snyder turning up the volume in March on his birthday month, no less. I tell you, that'd be a good birthday present for him. That'd be a good birthday present for him. For them to all to say, hey, look, this is what's happening. And I'm hearing James Gunn might be quitting DC by the end of the year and going over to Marvel. So I might cover that story later. Well, I'm a very, 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 very happy DCEU and Zack Snyder fan. And even though this isn't permanent, this isn't confirmed, I'm hoping. And that's all we can hope for. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this and commentary, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers.